Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the arm workout yesterday. Today we are working on some stretching and some abdominal work, which has been highly requested. And I know most women want to work on that and the butte. So some of the things that we're doing today will work all of that. And I want to say again, modify if you need to. I will show you different things that you can do. You don't feel like you need to go all out. Just, watch the exercise if you need to. That's the great thing about YouTube. You can look at it and see what's required, and then you can see the different modifications I show you, and you can apply that if you need it. And if there's ever a time that you feel like you need to drop out of a pose, that is okay. Just gently do it. You don't ever want to injure yourself. So we got to have these bodies for a long, long time, and it doesn't do any good to just like go all gusto and work yourself crazy and then be hurting or injured for the next couple weeks and then have to wait until you're healed. So with these, I always, just like before I do a dance class or a yoga class, we just start with some simple stretches. And just bear with me because I'm a one-woman show here, so I will have to adjust camera and lighting for some of the things. So we'll just begin. You can go crisscross applesauce. Put your hands on your thighs and just roll your neck. I've had a lot of head and neck injuries over the years from cheerleading, gymnastics. I got rear-ended twice. Both times I was sitting at a stoplight and somebody flew over and rammed right into me. So, I had a vault accident in gymnastics when I was in college. Landed right on my neck. So still have neck pain and some lower back pain from that. So everybody is at different levels. You don't have to feel like, oh no, I'm not getting this right away. It's okay. Take it as you need to, little by little. You can speed up. Maybe you're already been doing workouts and you just can't get to the gym. Maybe your gym's not open because of the coronavirus, whatever. There are so many different things you can do, and I'll show you the more advanced things. When we do the planks, I typically do them for 2 minutes at a time, but I worked up to that. I started out at 1 minute and then got to where I could do 2. If you can do 1 minute right away, that is fabulous. But do not feel like you have to make it that full 1 minute. If you know, like I said, if your body is saying, oh, no, go ahead and drop down easily out of it. Relax. Take some deep breaths, stay hydrated, keep your water near you, and wait for the next exercise. And basically, please always check with your doctor first, just to make sure. If you haven't been exercising at all and it's been a while, definitely check and make sure that you can do these exercises. And so many of us that are postmenopausal. I'm 51. It's been close to 6 years, right at 6 years since I've had a menstrual cycle. But I mean, there's challenges that comes with that too. But your body is just constantly changing, and it may do one thing one day, the next day something else. That's just what we as women can always expect. So we did some head rolls. Let's get that neck nice and loosened up. Don't ever skip this. You don't want to, you basically want to have everything warmed up, because your muscles, if you're doing it first thing in the morning, you know, you've been sleeping, your body's been at rest all that time. Maybe you're not getting to it till later in the day, and you've been running around and doing all kinds of things, but still, it's just so important that you do some basic warm-ups. These are just arm circles, little teeny tinies. You can do as many as you want. Reverse. I was standing up, I do the bigger ones where it's more full swing, but you get the idea. I'm not going to adjust the camera for this. And make sure to go backwards. You'll also want to like stretch your sides. What I like to do, and oh, by the way, I have on boots. Now, you can do this barefoot, but when it comes to planks where your ankles could take a real beating, I suggest you wear something that will stabilize your ankles, especially if you've had injuries in the past or any kind of leg injuries. So I'm just put one leg behind me, one's up front. Let me see if I can adjust it just a little bit more so you can see me. Okay. But you don't even have to do this. You can just twist from side to side. Feel that stretch. Come back to the front. Do it again. To the other side. Back. You'll want to pull your knees in nice and tight. And then stretch your feet out in front of you. I'm going to try to pull back. I know you can't see my head. Let me see what we can do here. Okay. So basically, you still can't see. My head's cut off. Main thing is I have my feet in a flexed position, okay? So you just take your arms up, high above your head, right beside your ears, and just try to grab those toes. If you can just get this far, that's okay. Don't do any kind of bouncing. Just, you know, it'll come. You'll be able to get a bigger stretch later on. I like to put one leg out, one behind me, stretch over your head, and again, that foot is flexed. Grab that foot if you can. Put your nose down to your knee. Hold it for a few minutes. Back up. Do it again. Nose to the knee. If you're super flexible, you can go below the knee. But like I said, if you're here, that's fine. Just each day. I like doing stretching every single day, but I was put in gymnastics and dance when I was 3 years old because I'm extremely hyperactive and I drove my mother crazy. And I think she had to do something to get me out of the house, out of her hair or whatever. So, and you know, have all that extra energy put into something good. Do the same thing with the other side. Nose to the knee if you can. And up. Back down. If you can just do the stretching every day, that's good. Because you feel so much better. And believe it or not, it does a lot more for you than coffee. It's so good for you. All right, so I have my feet sort of flat like this. You know, if you can put your elbows and just stretch down, put some weight on those knees so they go down a little bit. And you will feel that stretch right here. That is a good stretch because most of us, like I said, us women, you know, we gain that extra weight with babies, and then we got those thighs all of a sudden that go shh, 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 shh. I can relate. I've been there. I doubled my weight with my first pregnancy, and then I had a C-section. And so, yeah, funny story. I had my first son, he was about 3 or 4 months old. I went out to our mailbox, and see, I'm just trying to stretch as much as I can, get those knees down while I'm talking to you. I was still wearing my maternity clothes. And the mailman said, "So when's your baby due?" Oh, it was just about all I could do not to punch that man in the face. I mean, people just don't know when they should, or, you know, if you put on a little weight over the holidays or summer cookouts and people ask you if you're pregnant and you're not, what is really hurtful is if you're trying to get pregnant, all your friends are getting pregnant, boom, like that. Me, it took over 2 years, and we were trying, you know, and it just seemed like all my little girlfriends, oh, well, we're pregnant. You know, one time, I'm like, well, that didn't work for us. But remember how we had our feet flexed up? Point your toes. You can lean back. I realize you won't be able to see my head here, but just point, flex back up. Point, flex back up. You don't want to pull that arch in your feet. Okay. Again, down. If you can get your nose to your knees, just go down as far as you can and hold it. Try to count to 10. And back up. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Okay. since we're already been working out those legs, let's try some basic leg lifts. Now you'll get to the point to where you can do more and more and more. What I always instruct everybody to do, your legs are going to start feeling super heavy after a while, and that's good. Now we're going to do the top leg first. Now I will do 50 with the top leg, 50 with the lower leg, then flip to the other side. If you can do 10, you don't want to do any more. Or let's just say your body it's not ready to do anymore, because you want to do more if you can. Always push yourself, but again, not if it hurts. So we are just going to do 1. And we're not going to put this foot back down. We're going to always keep it to where it's up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I missed one. We'll say that's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If you want to stop at 25, that's fine. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. See how much higher you can get it each time, too. Of course, we're talking on losing count. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yay! Woohoo! You made it to 50. Now, take this leg in front of you. Completely straighten this one out. You can keep your foot flexed or point. I alternate. Sometimes I'll do like 25 with my toe pointed, 25 with it flexed. Again, it does not go back down to the ground. It will hover when you bring it back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm smiling because my 10-and-a-half-year-old, she's relocating. So, I'm going to go ahead and flex that foot out. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Did it. Yay. Come up, give yourself a hug, and get something to drink if you need to. We're going to switch sides. We're going to do the top leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You may want to stop. That's fine. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Woohoo! Nice big stretch. You don't have to do this part. It does. It feels good. All right. So, again, same thing. I put my arm underneath it. Hold that leg. Get up on your arm a little bit. We'll start with the toe pointed on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You take a breather if you want. I have my toe pointed. I'm going to flex it. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yay! We're almost there. So, what you can do, if that's more than enough for you, especially if you're just starting working out, you can just do that. Maybe the next day, go ahead and do the crunches, the planks. I'm going to go ahead, just for the simplicity of it, run through those with you real fast. And should be out of breath. I do these all the time. I'm out of breath. But unless I'm teaching a class, and I haven't taught one in a while. So I haven't had to talk while I've been doing it. And I don't have my water nearby. I have a Diet Coke nearby, but all right. So if you want to end up with that being it for the day, go ahead and stretch out. Your hands over your head. It feels so good. Try to remember that posture. You can run through the other things to see if you've gotten any more flexible. Usually, after doing the leg lifts, you can see some improvement from what you did earlier. Okay, so when I was younger, sit-ups were the thing, and they found that it's just so bad for your neck, your back, and whatnot. And so everyone started doing crunches, and you're gonna have your hands rested behind your neck, but you're not gonna be putting pressure on your neck. All the work is being done right here. Okay, so I'm gonna see how it frames up. We may have to adjust. But just sort of light fingertips. And let's see, I got my Marilyn Monroe shirt on. I'm just like, feel right there at the belly button. So you're just gonna lightly come up. That's as far as I want you to come up, okay? Like I said, don't pull on your head or your neck. But concentrate. Blow out as you come up. Really, like you're sucking your gut in, and you'll be able to, see the muscles. I will be the guinea pig here. Like, I really pay attention to what is going on down there. You should see some kind of difference with your tummy as you come up. Now, I'll typically do 50 of each position. Again, do what you feel like you can do and just increase slowly as you can. For the sake of time, we'll cut it at 25. Then I put my legs straight out. Okay? Same thing. My toes are pointed. You can alternate between them being pointed and flexed. But one, and I'm not counting with this one because I'm breathing, so so that's 25 with your knees bent up, 25 of your legs down. We don't want to forget the sides, our obliques. It helps get rid of that mushroom top. Now there's a couple different ways that you can do these. So, you know, if you have another way that you prefer doing them, that's perfectly fine. What I do is I start like this and I go back into a stretch and I'm like pulling, sucking that tummy in. And come back, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, you don't want your hands pulling on your head. They're just sort of there as a resting place. Really concentrate on the muscles that you are working. That's all of this, all of this. And that's going to help back here at the top of the booty as well. I don't know how many that was. I'll just go ahead and throw in a few more. Okay. So, if you have done 25 of each, you've already got 75 down, which is good. Very, very good, especially in the beginning. You'll do the same thing on this side. Curl over. Well, I think that was 20. Excellent. And there's a lot of other types of crunch type exercises. I'm going to show you the 3 basic plank positions. I actually did a 31-day plank challenge. There are so many different types of planks, and some of them are way easier than others. I do time mine. I grab my iPad. And it automatically comes up on 2 minutes. It knows I like to do 2-minute planks. So I will change it to 1. The main thing is, and let's see, I'm trying to figure out, with your basic one, you can make a choice. You can do it on your forearms or be extended. Now, it really depends on so many different things. I have injured this arm many, many times. I seem to do okay with the extended ones when I'm doing just the regular planks when I'm facing forward. But, you know, when it comes to doing the side ones, Sometimes I get a little shaky on this side, So, I know I have to modify it and do the forearm ones. So, basically what you're wanting to do, and hopefully you can see well enough. I have my feet sort of at hip width apart. And you're trying to tuck that tummy in the whole time. Okay? And I'm going to hit start, and you're just holding that position. So you're not only working out your arms, but you are also pulling that tummy in. You are crunching that bottom. You're definitely feeling it in your legs. And if you're wanting to do the forearm one, this is what you're doing. What you don't want to do is have your hiney up in the air. Try to keep your body as straight out as possible. We're already at 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is your basic plank. And it's chiming because it's done. We'll hit done. And I'll show you the side plank. And this is where I really recommend the boots if you have anything that's going to help support your ankles, because what you're going to do, and I'm going to show you the forearm position first. You're going to be pulling yourself up. Your ankles are not going to be touching the ground at all. Don't let them fall, okay? You're going to have your hand on your waist, up in the air, and you're holding that position. Like I said, you can have your arms stretched out. And smile, say cheese. Your body's going to love you for this. And you're getting started way before New Year's Eve. Don't wait for New Year's Eve, whatever. Get started now if you can. If you can carve out a little bit of time in your day, do it. If you're watching TV, do some things during commercials. That's what I used to do. And we're down 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we'll do the same thing for the other side. And I'll show you what that one looks like. Ooh, it's still chiming on me. We'll see. But yeah, make sure you just really get the feet stabilized first before you even pull up into it. And use your hands. Just like I said, you don't want your ankles going down to the floor. Trying to keep them up. That's why I recommend boots. Other people may tell you something different. I just know after all the types of things I've done and have had injuries and whatnot, at my age, I feel very fortunate that I can work out the way I do, still hyperactive. And, I've had injuries and not even known what I've done. It's hard telling. But anyways, we'll go ahead and start. We'll do this one in a full arm. And I'm shaking. If it feels uncomfortable, you can go down into the forearm. It's okay to have some shape. You can go down into forearm. It's more comfortable. Just remember, ankles are off the mat. Down to 21. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey. And you got your 3 basic planks in. I hope that you can incorporate some of these into your schedule. I am a night owl. I usually work at night. So, yeah, I work. My body is just on that schedule. So, typically, if I do get rest, I may be waking up around now. So a lot of my videos, you'll see that it's dark and I have extra lighting. I don't have that natural light coming in, but I personally like trying to get my workouts done while everybody's sleeping. What I like to do for cardio, which I do every single day, we have basement stairs. So I do stairs. You can see my ears are red. So the blood is a-pumping. But we have 13 steps down, 13 steps up, that's 1 set. And at the very minimum, I'll do 20. That is if my day is jam-packed. Or maybe I'm not feeling so well. It could be, I don't like to cut myself a lot of slack. I don't give myself reasons to have excuses. But if you saw the video about how I gained weight during the end of it's like towards the tail end of menopause and all that, I put on a ton of weight, and other than pregnancies, I never had that issue. I have been in full-blown workout. I mean, I've always loved working out, so I've had that to my advantage. Some people, just the thought of it, but I love it. It releases stress. I cannot imagine what my life would be like if I didn't exercise. Did you see the picture of all the stomach ulcers? If you haven't, they'll be sort of going, these exercises will be going up around the same time of, why it's just so important to take care of yourself and not be stressed. Everyone's had a stressful year. 2020's been something else. But you know what? We've come through it. We're strong. And as older ladies, we have to be strong, just not for ourselves, but for everyone who's around us. And when mama's stressed and not happy, nobody's happy. I don't know if you guys have seen that in your house. But yeah, stress has literally eaten up my stomach. If you haven't seen the pictures, I'm just sort of telling you, if you see that video, I do show the pictures that they took when I had my endoscopy on September 30th. Not even a month ago, my whole stomach was covered in ulcers. And I had been in extreme pain for 3 months. And that was not at all what I expected. I mean, I've always had stress in my life, sometimes more than others, but that blew my mind. And yeah, I get to go back this upcoming Tuesday for a second one. So they put you out with some nice anesthesia and through your vein, put a scope down your throat, do a biopsy, take some pictures and all that. And yeah, I was fortunate that none of them were infected. It didn't look like any of them were bleeding, but all of them were anywhere from 4 to 8 millimeters. And so, yeah, and it was just crazy how many there were. It just like looked like craters, my poor stomach. So if you take too much NSAIDs, things like Motrin, Aleve, that can cause ulcers. I try not to take pain medication unless I absolutely have to. So I know that is not what caused my stomach ulcers. Stress caused it. But, you know, I'm thankful that it could have been way worse. I just knew, and I kept putting it off. And I'm an RN. It's like, I don't go to the doctor unless I have to. So, you know, when that's all you do, and then you go home and maybe you only get a few hours rest. Sometimes you don't get any rest at all before you go back and do another 12 to 16 hour shift. You don't want to go to the doctor. I kept putting it off, and it got to where the pain was so intense. I mean, I was vomiting, getting dizzy. I mean, I would feel completely fine, break out in a hot sweat all over. I hadn't experienced any kind of sweats like that since I was going through the menopausal stuff. And man, I felt horrible. Extreme headaches, still having quite a bit of that. There's something going on with my back. I don't know if it has anything to do with kidneys. I've had so many kidney infections and UTIs though. I really don't think that's the case. We'll see though. But I have to have all that checked out soon. But it is just so important that we take care of ourselves. If you get anything out of this, you know, even though I work out every day, I try to be as vigilant with it as possible. You know, I've always stressed it to my kids how important it is to not just be watching TV or on the Xbox all the time, or, you know, it's just so important to make sure your body is getting good exercise. And, you know, they weren't hyper enrolled in classes like I was at the age of 3 or anything, and own up. But I mean, my oldest is in the Air Force, and I remember he started working out with me when he was like 11, 12. We were on the floor doing all these same things I was doing for you guys. This video is getting really long, but I wanted to just show you a little bit of what I do when I can figure out how to use my gimbal Smooth 4 stabilizer. We'll run some stairs together. I also do dancing. You can do all kinds of things for your cardio. Just get your body moving. And I'll do other videos. Please let me know in the comments, you know, how is this working for you? Are there modifications you need because you have bad knees, or, you know, had a knee replacement, or, you know, any type of thing? I can typically tell you what you should do instead. That would be less impact on your joints or whatever it may be. But like I said, guys, a little bit at a time, baby steps. You know, we didn't come out of the womb crawling and walking. No, I mean, it took all those little steps of having to roll over and sort of get to where we were sitting up and being able to get up on our arms, and eventually pulling up the furniture and walking with the furniture, and then running. It's just like this. Everything, baby steps. And it does not matter how long it takes you to get there. You can't compare you're beginning to someone's middle. And those that are more advanced, they've been doing it for a long time. Or they're super flexible. Some people are just blessed that way. But anyways, I hope this helps you. Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about any kind of progress. I will be sharing with you guys all kinds of different stories, different things about nutrition and the dangers of eating disorders and different things like that. I love you guys. Stay healthy. Try to stay away from anyone that's sick. Keep those masks on when you go out. And I just pray each one of you have a very blessed day and that these exercises will help you. And turn them on. Work out with me whenever you want. God bless you. God bless you today and all your tomorrows. Love you.